everybody, welcome back. I'm not going to do a ridiculous fucking intro this time like I've been doing because I don't have the energy for that shit anymore. So Dream Theater went really well.
Yeah, it did.
Last I checked, I mean, it hasn't been going up much, but I think it had 195 views. I checked it last night, just out of curiosity. So thank you for watching. Yeah. I know it was a pretty highly anticipated album. So it's probably a lot of people just looking for it, and we popped up.
Right. I mean, for once, the algorithm did us a favor, so yeah. That was awesome. Thanks, YouTube.
I also noticed, because I was going through, like our, like, I don't remember what they call them exactly, but anyway, it tells you, like, your like to dislike ratio.
Okay.
On 2 of our videos, one person disliked them. So fuck you.
Yeah, I mean...
Whatever, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It was the last one and the Opeth one.
Well...
Like, whatever.
You know, everybody's entitled to their opinions, so, I mean, if you like it, great. If you don't, that's cool, too. I mean,
I don't
whatever.
care. I was just trying to make a joke
about
it. Yeah, so, like me, don't like me. I'm used to people not liking me. I really don't give a shit. But today we're going to listen to This Consequence by Killswitch Engage, which is their newest album that came out yesterday on February 21st. 2025. I can't find any information on it yet, which is kind of crazy, but I'm pretty sure they're still on Roadrunner Records. If I'm wrong, correct me. And this is their first album in, I think, 6 years. So I listened to it yesterday. It's okay from what I heard. I'm not a big fan of Jesse. I'm one of the Howard people. Much prefer Howard Jones.
Right, and I haven't heard it yet, but that's on purpose as usual. But at the same time, though, yeah, I mean, Howard is a legend. I mean, he's a fantastic singer, and not too many baritones can have that kind of power like he did.
Yeah, me and Ashley were talking about it last night, and I was like, it's kind of crazy because Howard Jones only did 3 albums with them, and Jesse's done 6, and Jesse was the original singer. And it's crazy that of the 3 albums that Howard did, only 2 of them were the ones that got them all their popularity and everything. So it was all because of those 2 albums that Howard did, was how you know, they kind of became legendary as a metalcore band. It wasn't even because of Jesse. The one song on their second album was like the shit, and even then everybody thought it was Howard Jones.
Right.
So, and then we got on a conversation like, well, is he trying to sound like Howard Jones, or is Howard Jones trying to sound like Jesse? Or when you listen to this, to me, it sounds like he's trying too hard to sound like Howard Jones.
Right. I mean, and when they went that long with Howard and everything, that's kind of what defined their sound. So, yeah, I can see like the original singer coming back going, ooh, I got to step my game up.
Yeah, and that's pretty big shoes to fill. But, yeah, and then, I guess we'll start in a second. On a personal note, I got a new cab.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to... eventually record with it. I haven't really gotten around to recording yet. I just got it the other day. But, I mean, it's not really anything too fancy, but it's a Harley Benton 212 with V30s. And then I put my Hesu Demon in it. So it has a V30 and a Hesu Demon in it. And then I put the other V30 in my combo amp. Sounds fucking awesome. So sorry, Nick, I'm not going to sell it. But I'm going to try to get a blend between the 2 of them, because my combo amp is quite a bit more tame and has more of a bottom end to it. So I don't know, we'll figure it out. That'll be I still have to finish writing and demoing and stuff, so I'm kind of a long ways off.
At least for me anyway. Big news. Might do a spin-off channel here coming up soon. It's going to be more of a how to learn how to play music kind of thing. I'm going to direct it more toward metal musicians, but realistically anybody can use music theory in their playing, cool. So I'm pretty excited to start that. Yeah,
that'd be cool. This is a short album too. We'll start it. Yeah. I was listening to it on the way to work yesterday, and it was over before I got to work.
Oh, jeez.
It's 35 minutes long, 10 songs.
It's almost like a classic thrash metal album. Like, those were like 30, 35, 40 minutes long.
Yeah, I mean, the longest song on here is 4 minutes and 19 seconds, but most of them are around the 3-minute mark.
Damn.
But, I don't know. I mean, the music in this album is really good. You know, I'm not saying anything bad about that. I don't like Jesse's voice.
Yeah, already, like, when he did that growl there, I was like, okay, it's not the same.
Yeah.
But it is. I mean, like musically so far, it sounds like 2006 to me. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, their guitar tones are a little bit more tame, but other than their singer, I don't know if they've really ever had any major lineup changes or any lineup changes.
Not that I've ever seen.
Let's see.
And if they did, I mean, it's like maybe like once in a blue moon they will. So
what this does get me excited for is Burn Eternal to come out.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I really can't wait for that. Let's see, is there a band?
And they've only ever had, it says right there, only 3 past members.
Yeah, so I guess they've had 3 different drummers, Adam being one of them.
Yeah.
I was talking about that too with Ashley. I really wish, and I think I told you too, that he would have just been their singer after Howard left. Because he does all the backing vocals, and I think his voice sounds better than Jesse's.
I think so. Like it's not bad. It's just it's not the same. I mean, it's not. I don't think he suits the band as well as Howard ever did.
Yeah, Turned Down. It sounds a little bit different turned up, but Turned Down it reminds me a lot of like older All That Remains.
Yeah.
Or like not older, but like after what was that one album with 2 weeks? Like after that.
Oh
album.
yeah.
And they got a little bit more mainstream sounding in it. Not like that's a bad thing or whatever, but it just reminded me of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just miss the old Killswitch Engage. Maybe it's just nostalgia or whatever. But I mean, already there's only 2 songs on here that have 1 million plays. The rest of them, 10,000.
Yeah, I mean hardly any.
And
I mean it's crazy.
Like I don't know. It's for how anticipated of an album it was. It doesn't have very many plays.
Well, and what gets me too so far, like just listening to the difference between Howard and Jesse here so far, it seems like his voice sits a lot higher, whereas Howard, he's got a much more robust, lower kind of full sound when he sings. His voice has like sort of like a, like it's hard to describe it, but it's like more of like a higher kind of quality to it, like it's almost kind of sharp.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say he has a bad voice or anything like that. I prefer Howard.
Yeah,
you know. And their music was just better back then, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were young and,
a lot of energy.
Yeah, a lot of energy. And, I mean, probably they were just kids back then,
Right. Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they're one of the more technical metalcore bands from the time, too.
They were all pretty about the same. They were probably up there with, like, As Are They Dying.
Yeah. But yeah, so far, though, I mean, I'm really digging the riffs they use in this album.
The music's really good.
Yeah, see,
but
right
his
there
voice
again.
is just, it's so... It's not that it's bad, it's just, it's flat. Like...
Yeah. Like it has no depth.
It just sounds, for lack of a better term, his voice sounds generic to me.
Yeah, it sounds generic and it has no balls. Like I'm sorry to say it like that, but it does. I mean, it's like it just doesn't have the meat to it like Howard does. Like I miss it. Like
and
I really want it there.
the only time it's got any balls or whatever is when Adam D is singing behind him.
Yeah.
And his screams, they just
there's just nothing there.
I don't know. They're just.
I almost wouldn't have done it. I mean, I like the singing more than I like his screams because when done right, screams are outstanding and it's great to have in the music. But in this context, I just wouldn't have done it.
After I listened to this, I was listening to their older stuff with Howard and just to compare it, and I watched like some live videos and. Oh my god, dude! It got me so much more excited for Burn Eternal to come out because those two together, like musically and vocally, and they would harmonize and shit together vocally, and oh my god, dude, I cannot fucking wait for that shit. Those two, they and Howard Jones is working on a solo album.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
that's cool, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's working on a new Light the Torch album too. So he's a busy motherfucker right now. Him and Jared Dines, last I heard, are working on a new Scion record too. Like I haven't heard anything about it in probably a year or so, but
I mean, but still, I mean, if it's still in the works and everything, come on. I mean, let's get it out because I would love to hear that Jared Dines with Howard.
Well, Jared Dines, he's got a new band, so he's busy with that.
Oh, okay. I love that. The
it's
Death
sick.
Chords.
Yeah, this was the they only put 2 singles out, and this was one of them. I can't remember this. I think this was the second one. Or no, this was the first single he put out. Yeah.
So, here his vocals aren't so bad.
It would sound better with Howard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I
hate
agree.
to compare them, but we'll come back. I mean, old, dude. This is so good. 2006 metalcore at its best. Like, we'll go back to the other shit. Just to get a little bit of reference. If you're not a Killswitch fan, if you are, you're probably watching this video. Or if you're watching this video, you probably are.
You must be. But like even the riffing and the chord choices and the
so
old school,
classic.
I mean, it's just, man, it's so nice.
And his voice, dude, like when it comes in, there's just nobody like Howard Jones. Like I wasn't a fan of Howard Jones to begin with, but the more I listen to it, the more like he's got this soul in his voice.
Yeah, and he was a very dynamic singer. Well, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Like even his high screams, man. I mean, it's just
he's all over the place. It's crazy. That might be Adam, though. I'm not sure. But the aggression, dude, and like he's a little bit wavering, and so good, man. It's just badass riffs, great vocals. They were just the perfect package, and it got me so excited for, Burning Eternal to come out. I'm so fun. But even that, I haven't heard anything else about either. I think they said they're done recording, but I'm not sure. I'll go back. It's badass song.
It is. Like the beginning is awesome, and I see what you mean. Like the overall tone and everything, it just doesn't have the same meat to it as the former stuff, but it's still exciting. I mean, it's still high paced and technical.
Yeah. This sounds like a song they wish they had Howard Jones for, and he tried to sound like him.
Yeah. Now, see, I think would have been a good approach too is just double everything. Have Adam and Jesse doing everything together, just because it would give some more depth to it and kind of
just brought Howard Jones in as a guest. They did that on their last album.
I think so.
For Signal Fire.
Yeah.
I don't think it sounds bad. It just sounds so generic.
It does. Like, cause that sounds an awful lot. Forgive me, Killswitch fans, but that sounded an awful lot like Five Finger Death Punch right there.
Yeah.
Like
it wasn't even that fucking. It was weaker than that.
Right.
I don't know. To me, it sounds like the singer from All That Remains.
Yeah.
Which he's not a bad singer either, but like that was their sound.
Right.
Doesn't he? He sounds a lot like
does.
What's his name? Phil Labonte or something like that.
I think so, but I mean, it does. Like, it's just not. I don't know. Like, it's not that I don't like it. It's just
It's just not Howard.
Like, if I didn't know that this was Killswitch, I wouldn't think it was. I mean, it's just like the riffs and everything too. I mean, just the overall tonality of this album so far. It sounds like a band who was influenced by Killswitch is what it sounds like to me. I mean, because overall, otherwise, I mean, it still has the same kind of energy that Killswitch always had. I mean, it's there. It's just not the same. I mean, it's rough.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good sounding record. That shit's sick.
Yeah, I always liked it when bands did that kind of thing. Drop everything, reduce all the energy, and then bring it all back. I first heard about them, during My Curse when was that the one with the Holy Diver cover? Yeah, that's like when I first heard of them. Yeah,
and I mean, I wasn't a big Killswitch fan until maybe like 10 years ago, but even then I still wouldn't consider myself a big Killswitch fan because I pretty much only like those 2 or 3 albums. But I've always known like their cover of Holy Diver. I've always known My Curse, Rose of Sharon, End of Heartache. I've always known those songs. And then I think it was not long after me and Ashley got together and we started dating that because she really liked Killswitch. She met Howard Jones.
Oh, really?
But that's when I started listening to them more, and the Howard Jones shit just sticks out with me so much. Specifically this album.
See, this sounds an awful lot more like Killswitch to me. Like this song here, I believe.
Yeah, this was their second single. And now I can't think of what the fucking album's called. Because I sound dumb. As Daylight Dies. I love that album. It's probably my favorite by them. The End of Heartache's really good.
And I keep calling the album the wrong thing because it's As Daylight Dies, and I keep calling it My Curse.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the big song on it, so... Like this sounds, aside from
like
Jesse,
Killswitch.
it sounds like Killswitch, so
But even when you listen to old Killswitch, like before Howard, it doesn't sound like this.
Right. Speaking of, like, the approach for vocals nowadays, too, I don't know if you noticed it, too, but it's so wide intervals now, and I'm just like... Nobody wants to go along the scale, or they don't want to use different...
most of the music I listen to is screaming vocals anyway, so...
That's fair.
I don't... I mean, it's what makes me mad about this, is, like, I don't usually pay attention to vocals. But it just ruins it for me in this particular album. Like, the music's fucking great. If it was just an instrumental, I would probably listen to it all day long. The last song on this album, Requiem, he says stuff like... this isn't the end, and this isn't over, and shit like that. But I'm wondering if it's like foreshadowing. I'm wondering if Jesse's leaving, and I wonder if they're gonna replace him with Howard Jones again.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
I mean, I'd be happy about it. It would be kind of a shitty move for him to write a song about it before it's even announced or anything. But I just got the feeling that it was like foreshadowing more than just a song written about like this isn't the end. You know, like
that
it
would
just
be
seems
cool.
a little bit deeper than that.
I mean, I don't think it's cold. I think that's pretty smart. I think it's a pretty cool move to be like, "Hey guys, guess what? Be excited about our new album."
Jesse's not a fucking idiot either. Like he knows the whole Howard Jones thing. He's not fucking stupid, and he knows that he's filling some shoes, and he's doing it okay. Yeah. He's doing fine, but the fans don't like him.
I know. It's almost like having, again, and I know I talk a lot of shit about Five Finger Death Punch, but it's like having Ivan Moody in a band. I mean, it's just nobody likes him. They don't want him there. He's just a dick. Like, I'm sorry, he just is. But
I never liked Five Finger Death Punch.
Right.
Their first album was okay, but
well, and it's kind of this. That's why I keep making that connection because musically, that band's pretty good. It's just the lyrics suck. The singing's terrible.
Cheesy as fuck. Yeah, their first album was alright. I didn't,
but it became something else, and I was like, oh man, they went to radio butt rock. Damn it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with radio rock. What I have a problem with is bands that make a career out of writing songs specifically for radio.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between having a song on the radio and writing songs specifically to make money and to be a hit. Like, I think there's a problem with that.
I agree.
I don't have a problem with radio rock necessarily. It's that specific thing.
Right.
Like, and it's not so specific anymore. There's too many bands that are doing it.
Right. Adam, he looks quite a bit older than he did back then. Yeah. Of course, he's got to be, mid-40s by now?
At least, yeah. But he's done so much shit, too. Like, he's all over the metalcore community.
Oh, yeah. From what I understand, too, he's just a really cool guy. You showed me that clip.
He's such a dork, yeah.
Well, right, but I mean...
He's 47, dude. He's almost 50.
But yeah, you showed me that clip of when he was on Price is Right. He was just so excited to be on there.
He won everything, dude.
Yeah.
He won the double fucking showcase at the end.
Yep.
So he produced all their records except their second self-titled album.
Brandon O'Brien, wow.
Yeah, he produced that album. And then, but he's produced As I Lay Dying, Under Oath, Devil Wears Prada, Acacia Strain, Unearth, All That Remains, From Autumn to Ashes, Parkway Drive, Agony Scene, Every Time I Die, and others.
And he's been everywhere, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah, he uses comparison guitars with EMGs. I mean. And then for Ants, Marshalls, he's used Boogies, or Mesa Boogies, Triple Rex, JCM 900s, Soldanos. He's used everything. PVs, obviously, 5150s.
I mean, until I saw him playing comparisons and everything, and then I found out that what's his name, Michael Romeo uses those too. I'd never heard of that brand before.
Oh my god! And then here's everything that he's produced. Aftershock, Shadows Fall, Killswitch. I haven't heard of a lot of these bands. Unearth.
Nice.
They so that is, I think one of the guitarists from As I Lay Dying started that band.
Oh, okay.
Every Time I Die. Damn, early shit too. From Autumn to Ashes. All That Remains. Killswitch. Norma Jean. Like, basically name a metalcore band, he produced it. All That Remains, Killswitch, Unearth, Acacia Strain,
Parkway Drive,
and that album's fucking amazing. That's the one where that 6505 through the V30s.
Oh, okay.
Producer with a tube screamer sound came from. August Burns Red. As Are They Dying? Unearth, Under Oath. Yeah, I mean the same bands keep popping up, but I mean those are like the big ones in metalcore. Devil Wears Prada. Yeah, Creeping Death. It's just, I mean, he's done so much shit over the years. I just don't like his screams. Like, he just sounds like he's just kind of yelling with not that much aggression.
Right. Yeah, because he doesn't have that much growl to it. Well, I think he's doing it beyond his range. Like, if he was to do it a little lower, I think it would sound a lot better. But when he's doing it that high, I think his vocal cords are activating and it's creating a note as opposed to a growl.
Yeah, it works for some people, but it's just too high. Mm-hmm. As a whole, this album just kind of fell short for me. I was a little bit disappointed because I was like, dude, new Killswitch after 6 years, hell yeah.
But even so, I mean, like you said, I mean, I'm very impressed with the music. Like, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's just the whole, as a whole, that's where I'm kind of like, it kind of does fall a little flat, but it's not the worst thing I've heard, you know, in the last 5 years. I mean, it's still pretty good.
I prefer this over this new metalcore that's out now.
Yeah.
For sure. I was going to say, this is one of the few solos that they have, too. It's pretty good. I think Joel is their lead guitarist.
Yeah, they always had tasteful solos in this band.
Yeah. They didn't do many, though.
Well, they didn't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just awesome. Like, their music basically was a solo the entire time. It's just they're that melodic where the solo wouldn't.
So good.
Yeah, like a solo would just be overkill.
All right, we're coming to the end already. This is a short album, like I said. I might let it play a little bit because there's more Killswitch after this, but I don't know. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't hate it.
As a whole, it's all right. I don't mind it. It sounds like they wrote it for Howard.
Yeah.
And it's just a shame that it wasn't him.
Yeah, and I think if they had put Howard on this album, yeah, I mean, I think we'd be talking a lot more excitedly about it.
Yeah.
But
here comes some old Killswitch. Dude.
Yeah. See, this is more like
riffs.
it. Yeah. Those staccato ascending and
like
descending legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, now that's more like it.
Yeah. See what I mean? Like, it sounds like Jesse's trying too hard to sound like Howard Jones.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's got to be because Howard's voice sits lower, but it just blends so much better with what's going on in the music.
And this song, and I think it's coming up in a second, is Adam does like right here. That's Adam. Why wasn't
He's got
he
a
just
good
the singer?
voice.
Yeah, he should have just been the fucking singer after Howard Jones left. Dude, the new All That Remains, I actually like. I kind of fell away from them for a long time, but their new album it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I always liked All That Remains. I always thought they were pretty good.
Well, we're doing some bonus songs. This is a really short album, so we'll do a couple bonus. Cut Their Tongues Out. This song, I showed it to Ashley. She doesn't like All That Remains. I was like, I think you're gonna like this song. It's fucking sick, dude.
I love it when bands start with lo-fi guitar. It's cool.
Doesn't sound like All That Remains.
No, it don't.
It sounds a little bit more like the newer metalcore stuff.
It does, but it's again, it's
got that 2006.
Yeah, it's like it's got balls to it.
Yeah.
Like I think that is the difference for me. Like this just
those nasty chords, dude. Ugh, it's so good. I'm really happy with this album. The title track, Anti-Fragile, off of All That Remains' new album, pretty good too. It sucks that Ollie, poor Ollie.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. It's so good, man. But I mean, they did. I'm kind of glad they didn't just stop because they were really good too.
Yeah. God damn.
That's really good. Yeah, I was pretty happy with this album. Side note: Trivium announced. Well, it's been announced that Trivium is working on new music.
Oh, cool.
And they're gonna, after their tour is done, they're gonna go in the studio.
Awesome.
But their tour goes until, I think it's till like the end of summer or something like that. So they're hoping for a release for next year.
See, after hearing their last album too, it's kind of one of those things for me where it's like, where do they go from here now? Because it seemed like that.
They
kind
said
of
it's going to be based more on or it's going to be kind of more going back to their roots, kind of thing. So it's going to be more of a ascendancy kind of sound. They're saying. But they said, yeah, like this is kind of the sound that they're going for what they're working on now, just back to their roots. And then it's cool. I can't wait to go see them, dude. They're this guy. They made a big inflatable.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's like fucking massive. It takes up the whole stage and goes behind the drummer. There was something just so good about metalcore back then.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll call it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm sorry for putting videos out so infrequently, but we're kind of trying to just do like stuff that just came out instead of shit that's been beaten to death for we're gonna go eat BLTs. You can have some if you want. Ashley said you could.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I haven't had one in forever, so I'll have one.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We're trying to get subscribers. Comment, talk to us. It's always fun. We haven't had any comments in a while. The one person that didn't like 2 of our videos, fuck you. I'm just kidding. Keep watching. Keep unliking our shit.
That's right.
Still getting us views. Fuels the fire for me.
Yeah.
I want a mixed bag. Well, I don't give a shit what you guys want to watch. I want to do what's fun for me. Obviously, to an extent, we care what you guys want to see.
Right. But again, I mean, to be fair, yeah, I agree with you. We're not going to just, be sellouts and just be like, okay, well, we want views, so we're going to start doing this shit.
Britney Spears.
Yeah.
So, all right. We'll see you guys.
All right, you guys have a good week.